This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Well, good morning, St. Louis. We're starting things off at 9 a.m. with a live look at Ballpark Village. In just 1 hour, 2 former Redbirds will be inducted into the Cardinals Hall of Fame ahead of today's game against the Mets. We're going to have more details on the inductees later, but if you're planning on going out to today's game or being outside at all, you're going to need lots of shade and even more water. Thanks for joining us. Good morning. We made it to Sunday, August 20th.
Here we are.
I'm Sydney Stallworth, and we have Tracy Henson here. Tracy, we have all this going on behind us. Extreme heat is what we're talking about this morning.
Yes, exactly. And it's going to start today. It's really not going to let up until next Saturday.
Okay,
So, yeah,
for a ride. Yeah.
That's how I feel about it too. We really are in for a ride today. So let's take a look. I'll just show you really quickly the 7-day forecast so you can see what I'm talking about, and then I'll go over our current temperatures and the outlook for today. 100 degrees for us for today, 101 for Monday, and you can see that's a trend that's continuing all the way into Friday. We are under an excessive heat warning from the National Weather Service through Thursday. Temperature-wise this morning, let's see where we're at. So far, 82 degrees. That's pretty warm for 9 o'clock in the morning. Humidity is high as well. It's at about 74%. You're really going to feel the impact of that today. Winds are out of the south, and it's not a helpful wind at all. It's like having the heat on when it's a southerly wind like that, especially with all the heat we've accumulated out there. Our heat index today, about 101 degrees by 11 a.m. is what it'll feel like, and we're going to make it all the way up to 114 by 4 p.m. So it's really a hot day. And look at that, from 11 a.m. all the way till 9 p.m. we're at feels like temperatures at or around 100 degrees. Overnight tonight, not much respite here. We do drop down to 78, but that's only for about an hour right around sunrise. We spend most of the night in the 80s.
Tracy, the heat index, something else. Now, as the temperatures rise this week, we've got 2 important reminders. Stay hydrated and check on your neighbors, especially the elderly. Now, you can see the symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke right here on your screen. If you have heat exhaustion, you'll feel faint or dizzy, sweat a lot, and your skin will be cold and pale. Heat stroke patients often have throbbing headaches. They stop sweating and have red and dry skin. Those with heat stroke will have a stronger pulse than heat exhaustion and could pass out. Now, if you experience any of these symptoms of heat stroke, be sure to call 911 immediately. Also this morning, the Humane Society of Missouri is reminding pet owners that extreme heat affects our furry friends as well. Their motto is 70 degrees and over, don't take Rover. Good way to remember it. They also recommend that you keep your pet inside as much as possible once temperatures hit 90 degrees. And those metal food bowls that your dogs or cat may eat out of, you should know they can get painfully hot for your pet if left outside in the sun. So if your pet is getting overheated, remember, a good way to cool them down, apply cool water to its abdomen and paw pads to help them out. Now, we spoke with a local veterinarian about the signs that your pet may be overheating.
Usually with the dog, when they get overheated, like I said, they'll start to pant, and then often the whites of their eyes, the inside of their ears, their gums, and their tongue will be a bright red, like cherry red, not your normal pink, and they'll start to salivate or pant and sometimes collapse.
And a reminder about leaving your pet in your cars. Don't do it. Here you can see just how hot a car can get, even with the windows cracked compared to the outside temperature. In this week's heat, it's just best to leave your fur baby at home. For a list of open cooling shelters near you, just text the word heat to 314-425-5355 and we got you covered. New from overnight, 2 women are hurt and a man is dead after a triple shooting in North St. Louis. It happened just before 10 last night at the corner of Kossuth and Peck, just a block away from Fairgrounds Park. Now, according to our records, this is at least the 100th homicide in St. Louis City this year. All right, all lanes of Interstate 44 are back open after a deadly crash shut them down last night. This morning, we now know the details of this crash. A driver lost control of his vehicle and hit the right guardrail. The car spun out of control, flipped over, and crashed into a fence, ejecting both the driver and his male passenger. The passenger died at the scene, and the driver is now at Mercy Hospital in serious condition. Right now, police are looking for this man. He's wanted for abducting a 2-month-old girl yesterday morning in South St. Louis. This morning, the little girl is safe. The kidnapping happened just before 7 a.m. Police say this man, James Stephen Richardson Jr., assaulted the baby's mother and threatened the baby. Then he stole the mom's car with the baby inside of it. Police found the car and the child a few hours later. Well, just hours after the abduction, the St. Louis Office of Violence Prevention held a community kickback in Marquette Park, only a few blocks from where this child was taken. Now, at that kickback, they promoted gun safety and handed out free gun locks. Our Diamond Palmer was there and explains how the program works.
Despite Saturday's hot temperatures, the St. Louis Office of Violence Prevention kickback was packed with St. Louisans. It happens every third Saturday of the month with free food and plenty of activities for the little ones.
Every time you come out here, you look in the face of a young child, a mother, a grandmother, a father, and you see that they can come out and have fun. They see something that they may not be used to happening.
Wilford Pinckney, who serves as the commissioner of OVP, says its mission is to spread messages about secure firearm storage and violence intervention programs to make St. Louis neighborhoods safer. Keontae Wilborn and his family were one of dozens in Marquette Park in Dutchtown.
A lot of people have guns but don't know nothing about gun safety, so being able to show them, hey, these locks can help with gun safety, especially accidental trigger pulls and stuff.
Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation is one of dozens of community partners with free resources for people in domestic violence relationships.
We wanted to make sure that the community know we're here and have the ability to access us, you know what I mean? There's a lot of resources out here, but it gets kind of troublesome trying to actually access the resources.
If people see us all coming together and working, then when we talk about communities needing to come together, then it rings a little better. Then it rings hollow if you can't come together and collaborate.
Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
The next OVP kickback will be at Columbus Square Park on September 16th. That'll be from 2 to 6. Wildfires, tropical storms, and high heat slamming the U.S. right now. We'll walk you through each of Mother Nature's threats across our country. And we're taking a live look right now at the Gateway Arch. Take a look at that. That view really never gets old. We have more information on where you can support local businesses and get free Ted Drews today in downtown St. Louis.
All right, 100 degrees for us today, hot and humid. I'll go over the records that we could come close to breaking.
On a little blue sky thinking. I'll be taking meetings with family and friends and checking voicemail as my activities permit. I'll connect with you after reconnecting with me. Get 1.9% APR for 36 months on most 2023 Cadillac models. Visit your St. Louis area Cadillac dealer.
Hi. They're adorable.
Order curbside or delivery and earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app.
Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, we'll give you 2 for free, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. Let's be honest, your dollar isn't going as far as it used to, but at Universal Windows Direct, we help you make the most of that dollar. With our exclusive, custom-made Unishield windows, we can transform your home, making it stand out and instantly enhancing curb appeal, all while suiting your budget perfectly. And that's not something everyone can say.
Universal Windows Direct.
This season, your high school could take it all in the Tackle Hunger Challenge. Operation Food Search needs your help, and the school who collects the most food wins. Do it for your school. Do it for your community. Tackle Hunger. Sponsored by Neighbors Credit Union.
It's the Centra Pre-Owned Throwdown. 4 Centra dealerships going toe-to-toe to beat down all other dealers and each other to win your business. 750 pre-owned choices, 60 of those for just $299 a month. Centra Kia strikes first with the 0% financing. Centra Nissan blasts back by going over the top for your trade. Oh, look out! Centra Hyundai and Centra Volkswagen both toss in a lifetime powertrain warranty. Don't dare miss the Centra Pre-Owned Throwdown, because when 4 Centra dealers compete for your business, you save more.
At Club Car Wash, we know your car is exposed to different kinds of grime and debris. Regular washing in the summer not only keeps your
Well, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Tracy Hinson here with you. And yes, we're under a weather first weather alert due to extreme heat in our area. 100 degrees for us today, but we know that's not the whole story. It's going to feel like 114 during the peak heat of the day. And from 11 a.m. all the way until about 9 p.m. tonight, it will feel around 100 degrees for us, even if the temperature is a little cooler. Record high temperature for today is 104. I don't think we're going to quite hit that. That was set back in 1962. Same story for Monday, but we do come close to record-breaking temperatures on Tuesday.
I mean, did I hear that right? 114 it's going to feel like?
Yep.
Tracy, oh my goodness. Well, if you are getting outside, please do so safely. And there are a lot of things to do actually today in our area. Today, the Women's Creative and Greater St. Louis Inc. are hosting another Market Off Market event. This month's theme is the Best of St. Louis Party. Now, from noon to 4, oh goodness, the hottest part of the day, Tracy, you're going to find small local businesses lined up on 7th Street between Market and Chestnut. Besides shopping, you can get a picture with the Blues mascot, Louie, and the first 100 shoppers get free Ted Drewes custard. That'll cool you off. And last call for the state fairs, both Missouri and Illinois fairs in today. Whether you head to Sedalia, Missouri or Springfield, Illinois, you'll find some carnival rides out there, fried foods, and farm animals, of course. Plus, Nelly is hitting the stage tonight at the Illinois Fair in Springfield.